What's up, guys? It's Mr. Fit to Flourish, and welcome to this week's Stocks and Coffee. Stocks and Coffee is presented by First Team Investing. So, myself, Mr. Fit to Flourish, and K5, my other half in my group, and we run a Discord, and we pretty much teach on finance and how to trade options, stocks, all that good stuff. But we do is Stocks and Coffee every single Sunday, like clockwork, and we talk about what's upcoming in the market. So I wanted to share this stocks and coffee. We did this 2 weeks ago on YouTube, so got a lot of good feedback. So let's talk about it again. What's coming up in the markets? What took place this past week? What should you expect? How should you be trading? So we like to always start off with a quote: "Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than an unsuccessful man with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. The slogan 'Press On' has solved and always will solve the problems of the human race." This was said by Calvin Coolidge. So there's a lot of people who might be giving up trading or giving up on something in life. The moment you give up is when you lose. If you continue to persevere through the face of everything, understand that this 3D reality is can always be is very malleable and can be molded into whatever you desire. So keep your mind to it, stay persistent, and you will come out on top. Okay. So we have the best team in the world. Like I said, we have a ton of resources in our Discord. If you want to join, link is going to be in the bio. So go ahead and check it out. Anyways, we can review. So our great plays, we had some crazy plays these past 1 to 2 weeks. So some of our plays include Google swing calls. We went 120%. MU calls, so we had 750% on runners, 100% gains on our regular swings. And the runners were kind of holding through the earnings. We expected a pretty good earnings. We were at support already. Good stuff happening there. We had 200% gains on Baidu swings, which is absolutely insane. FXI, we took swing calls on FXI, and they went up 50%. MSTR swings, we took those as Bitcoin was ripping. I mentioned in a video here on YouTube a week ago, right before the rip. It was also mentioned in the last Stocks and Coffee video that I made, and they went 150%. Are we swinging again? You bet. I mostly day trade, but I love to swing. And then on QQQ, we day traded calls, we day traded puts. We got massive plays on 3 out of 5 days on the opening rejects. So the Qs have been dumping at key levels, and you'll know those key levels if you're in the group. We talk about them every single day. I also talk about them in the videos. So on the daily videos, I talk about a lot of the recaps and what to look out for. Also on my TikTok. We had NVIDIA calls, went absolutely crazy. Amazon calls, absolutely crazy. MSTR, we actually day traded puts, and they went in the money. Okay, so just a ton of plays this week. It was insane. Ton of opportunity in the market currently. And then on our lives, we do nightly live sessions. Every night I'm on there for about 3 to 4 hours, just kind of going over plays and teaching price action and teaching how to select options. So it's a lot of fun that way. And then we did an options intro masterclass. We also did a trading masterclass. And then the classes we have coming up in the Discord are going to be key levels. So we're going to have a key levels course on 1013, how to find key levels and how to find them accurately. And then we also have a complex options strategies. We're going to be talking about butterflies, iron condors, credit spreads, debit spreads, all that good stuff. Okay, so this past week, let's get into this past week and what's to come. So this past week we had Nike earnings. So Tuesday 10/1, Nike missed on revenue by 54 million, but they beat on EPS. People don't like that. Nike misses again. So Nike sold off 10%. The equity did, and Nike pretty much withdrew their full year guidance because their CEO is transitioning. So they're transitioning between CEOs. There's uncertainty amongst investors. The company's in the process of transitioning its chief executives. So with the current CEO, John Donahoe, set to retire later this month, and company veteran Elliott Hill poised to take over. So a lot of uncertainty there on the direction of the company. They already said that they made the mistake of kind of going away from their bread and butter of athletic wear and kind of focusing on these high price shoes. And they said it in the last earnings call that they made a mistake Okay, and now you have their CEO stepping down. They're missing on revenue again. This is kind of scary. Okay, this is kind of scary for a company that's kind of stood the test of time, especially in the face of a lot of new companies coming out with like Lululemon. You got Kevin Hart's company. You got a ton of companies that are extremely competitive in the marketplace now for athletic wear, shoes, and just casual wear as well. So Nike stood the test of time, but let's see if it can, especially with the new CEO taking over and the new direction that they decided to take and then now are kind of going back on. So a lot of uncertainty there. In terms of economic data, the biggest thing this week was U.S. Non-farm payrolls came in a little bit higher. Unemployment came in lower. This is what we want to see. So we want to see the unemployment rate come down is what the Fed is watching. Okay, they want to see that inflation is under control. How do you know if it's under control? Well, more people are being employed now, because what happened was we wanted to see more unemployment before to kind of get it under the wraps, but now that we've gotten that taken care of. Inflation numbers coming down. Now the Fed wants to see that unemployment is coming down, and they want to see PCE, personal consumption expenditure, kind of under control as well. So moving forward, China cuts rates and adds equity stimulus. So China has been pumping their market, okay? They're boosting Chinese stocks, and more stimulus was added this week, okay? So China stocks, more to come on that in a second. In related news, this is all the big stuff that we want to be looking out for this week. So chips want to rip this week, okay? We have NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang. He said there's an insane demand for chips that exists with NVIDIA. He expects big beat on earnings, a big beat for earnings, okay? In terms of China stocks, back to China stocks. So the China holiday was from October 1st to October 7th, okay? So coming October 8th on Tuesday, there's going to be a massive influx, okay, of money into these Chinese stocks. Massive influx. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you don't have something in Chinese stocks, you need to be doing something right now. This is the biggest opportunity since GameStop. It's literally like, hey, free money here, free money. So if you're watching this video, get you some freaking, not financial advice. Disclaimer, not financial advice. Get you some Chinese options on Chinese stocks, or just buy the stock outright. These stocks are going crazy. TIGR went from $3 last week to $12.39. The stock, okay? That's a 300% gain in a week. Okay, it's insane. We got 200% in one day on options. So get options, get the equity, whatever you're doing. Trading and investing is about taking advantage of opportunity. It's not about like who's the smartest, who's like cooler, who has more money. It's not about that. It's who's going to be ready when the opportunity presents itself. So this opportunity is presenting itself. Like the whole middle of the year was trashed. Like we had the carry trade, and then we had just a bunch of bad price action. Now, with the elections upcoming, there's so much opportunity in the markets that it's just like raining money. You just have to put your hand out. But if you burnt your hand earlier this year and you're not prepared, well, you're cooked. Anyways, that's my spiel. Port workers have come to a tentative deal to postpone the strike till at least January 2025. So that whole port strike ordeal that caused some uncertainty the past week, that stuff is over. I just wanted to say that shit's over because it was so annoying. Anyways, stocks are looking pretty good now, all of a sudden. And all of a sudden, after this 50-point basis cut, economic data looks good. Out of nowhere. Freaking weird. Anyways, Dell CEO Michael S. Dell sold 10 million shares September 26th of Dell stock. So this was $1.2 billion worth of Dell stock. 1.2 billion with the B, guys. Insane. Absolutely insane. And it kind of takes into account for that dump that happened around September 26th. I was kind of wondering what was going on there, but maybe this is what happened. So he sold his shares around $122. Dell fell to about 114 or 112. Currently, I think it's trading around 114, 115. All right, SPY reached all-time highs again, and the Qs were kind of ripping this week as well, towards the end of the weekend, Friday. Okay, BTC. So Bitcoin fell to support. So we talked about the rip. So Bitcoin ripped to 66K, hit our target level. Now it came back down to 61K, hit our target there again. Now it looks like it's kind of hovering around 62K and wanting to make a rip it back to the upside. Again, if you're trading options, you want to be looking at Mara, Coin, and MSTR. The best stocks to trade options on are going to be Coin and MSTR, with MSTR being the preferred to trade in correlation with Bitcoin. All right, so AMD has a 1010 AI event. So they'll be launching the Zen x86 server CPU Turin family and the MI blah, 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 and the new processor blah, blah, blah. Anyways, they'll also discuss networking and software efforts. So analysts say that AMD's rating was maintained because the company is uniquely positioned for CPU share gains. So computer share gains. So AMD can capitalize in PC, server, and CPU share market by taking share from Intel, okay, which remains in turmoil with frequent restructuring, okay? So keep that in mind. Now Tesla-di-dotty. So Tesla fell to the bottom side of the trend channel, but it has a ton of room to fly now because, again, 1010 is the robo-taxi event. Everyone's super excited about what Elon has to say about robo-taxis, when it's coming, et cetera, and his so-called new technology, possibly partnering up with Uber, Lyft, etc. So big things coming there. So keep a lookout for Tesla. Tesla currently hit the 250 level. If it gets above 250, which is a psychological level, it can make the run to 270. Above 270, we will likely 90% with 90% certainty hit 300. Over 270, we will see 300. I'm saying it right now. All right, and then I'll look ahead into earnings. So earnings, I actually thought I had another. Oh, okay. I actually forgot to mention this. Okay, so with China stocks, going back to China stocks, all right, buy some China stocks. But anyways, so Michael Burry actually started buying Chinese stocks 2 weeks ago, and he's up 45% on his portfolio. And we know that Michael Burry, his last name starts with a B because he plays with billions. Okay, so Michael Burry is the guy from The Big Short. So he predicted the 2007-2008 housing market crash, okay, and he bet pretty big, and he made billions with a B, okay. So his portfolio has billions with a B, and he loaded up on Chinese stocks when the stimulus came, and now he's up 45% on his portfolio. So this is just one of the things. Like, come on, take advantage, guys, take advantage. A look ahead. So earnings this week, we have Tilray, we have Delta Airlines, we have Wells Fargo, and we have JP Morgan. Okay, so earnings season is about to start cracking up again here. Okay, so be aware of that. Be aware, guys. And in terms of economic data, nothing really cool until Wednesday. We'll have 2 p.m. The Fed meeting minutes are going to drop. That usually causes some type of volatility around that time in the afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Thursday, we have initial jobless claims, core CPI year over year, and then Friday we have core PPI. Pay attention on Thursday. This is going to be the most volatile day of the week because we also have Tesla and AMD and other events. So AI event, robotaxi event, and then we have jobless claims, which the Fed said is one of their top indicators, along with PCE, okay, for what they're going to do with rate hikes in the future. In terms of our watch list, we're looking at QQQ to day trade. NVIDIA is ripping to the upside. AMD is going to $180. Tesla is going to be flying to 270. MU is going to be going to currently at 102 is going to be going to 115. TSM currently at 170, I think, or 190. It's going to be flying. Just keep that in mind. And then here are some of the Chinese stocks to be taking a look at. Okay, BABA included. So just make sure you're looking at these Chinese stocks. Okay, I'm giving these away for the free ski. So whatever you do, take a look at these. If you feel like this video helped you at all, like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Why'd I do that? Like, share, subscribe, like I was doing like a cheer or something. Anyways, like, share, subscribe. Let me know how this video helped, if it helped you for the upcoming week, or if the previous one helped you to make some shmoney in the market. All right, it's Mr. Fit to Flourish. It's your boy. I'm outie. Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance, and growth.